from getting scammed by a fake esports organization, to pro players turning on each other and exposing their own teammates, to shameless cheating in monthly finals, today we're diving into the dark side of the Brawl Stars esports community. Starting with the first controversy involving the 2023 World Champions, Zeta Division. Zeta Division with Jero, Novi, and Meow was considered the best EU team after winning Worlds in 2023, but small jokes started coming from NA player Bobby, who made fun of Zeta for playing quote-unquote without reactions. Then Meow, who almost never says anything on socials, finally broke his silence. For the first time in his career, he posted some controversial tweets aimed at the NA scene. For example, in this one tweet where he said Spano C retired at a good time, but I wonder when Bobby would realize it's time to retire. And the iconic last time NA won Worlds tweet with the Jurassic meme, basically pointing out that EU had more wins and more skills than NA. And after some replies on both sides, Meow apologized and deleted most of his tweets due to the massive backlash from the esports community. But this was only the beginning, as a new controversy was about to hit, this time involving probably the most famous figures in EU, Team Heretics. In April of 2025, Lanan, a very well-known EU pro player, was disqualified from playing in the upcoming monthly finals, and his two teammates Drage and Chaos decided to replace him with Gas, a player who has never competed in a serious tournament before. He promised to try his best, but the matches did not go well. They were eliminated in the first round due to poor performances and a terrible draft choice from Drage. After the incident, Chaos uploaded a YouTube video directly accusing Gas, and Gas went on Twitter to respond to the video, calling out that the players in Team Heretics lacked professionalism. Despite trying his best as a sub, Chaos still made a video spreading hate about him and also the whole team, and of course, not thanking him for subbing in.
This grass can be looking to try and catch somebody off guard. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, if Tomsy can line up this, it'll be juicy. Gas and Drage might be the ones to do so. Nice walking Kane as well on the TP there, just for Gubish, and puts Gas.
Then Semantic commented on the situation, implying that Chaos never takes responsibilities for his actions and always blames other factors instead of himself. Chaos then released a full expose, accusing Semantic of being a bully and also a hypocrite in the past years. Drage left the organization, and Humble recently cancelled a planned scrim of Heretics, saying that they had a flight to catch. However, Chaos later saw them scrimming with Zeta Division. This controversy involved almost all EU players in the community. However, if we talk about major drama, we have to mention the 2021 incident, a controversy that even casual players could remember. Tribe Gaming of Corey, Zulan, and Tyrant was advancing in the World Finals, and after defeating SK Gaming, they were confident to win against the Brazilian team INTZ.
Siege, this is where it gets decided. One team going through and one team will go home.
The match eventually went to set 5, but Tribe Gaming had a good start in the first game, but Tyrant dropped the iconic Toxic combo too early. Great
reserving of the gadget there from Tyrant, spinning as well, giving the Protesto. He thinks it's all over, I'm not.
Causing Tribe Gaming to lose the entire set and also the finals.
The lights are off, it's all dark. Yeah, you just gotta feel.
Although this incident being very famous and dramatic, it doesn't compare to what comes next. The next team is considered as the most toxic team to ever play in a tournament, Blood Diamond. The Blood Diamond team was aggressive and skilled, racking up a respectable number of points during the monthly finals. But then, people realized why they were performing so well. They were manipulating the servers, always connecting to the closest servers available, giving all the players extremely low ping.
Blood Diamond was able to do this by using really bad devices during the draft selection phase. This tricked the system into believing Blood Diamond had a weak connection, so the server automatically switched the nearest one to level the playing field. But after this draft, Blood Diamond would switch to their Ethernet-connected high-speed phones, giving them a significant ping advantage.
And when people discovered the unfair advantage they had, their already bad reputation for being toxic only made the situation worse. Since manipulating servers is illegal, Blood Diamonds lost all the points they had earned and were disqualified from the April monthly finals.
As a result, they've been disqualified from the April monthly finals, and their March 19th monthly qualifier points have been revoked.
While Blood Diamond scandal was serious, the next controversy took a different form, focusing on Team Elevate, a team struggling with both poor behavior and internal conflicts. Evix, Vegeta, Patchy, and Diego Gamer were one of the most hyped teams for the 2025 World Finals. But behind the hype, cracks were already showing within the team. Before Worlds, in August, Evix tweeted about how he was supposedly getting dropped from the team, with the reason being he was not participating in enough scrims. By the way, for all of you who don't understand the importance of scrimming, teams basically use this opportunity to try out new ideas and comps. It also gives the team a chance to build up chemistry against stronger players. His teammate Vegeta then posted a long thread explaining the situation from his perspective, saying that Evix never enjoyed scrimming, but at the beginning of the year, he'd at least show up and try. However, as the year progressed, he would show up less and less, with his efforts also diminishing. He believed that nothing mattered but game day, which Vegeta believed is okay at the time. But at the Brawl Cup, he brought 4 to 5 friends over, which ended up being a major distraction. They would take him out to eat when elevated scrims, and his behaviors while discussing drafts were also really bad, calling someone on Discord and trolling when their game was on the next day. Some people pointed out that despite the poor maturity, Evix still managed to play well during game days, but the inconsistency built a lack of trust within the team. The lack of trust our team has for Evix scrimming has been built through the year, and we have been forced into a lose-lose situation. Would we rather grind for 3 months Apache and lose on our own terms, or grind for 1.5 weeks before Worlds of Evix and wondered what if we had tried harder? Right after, Elevate made a public statement saying that the team would not play at the 2025 World Finals, and considering Evix's previous behaviors, this was expected. Many people may not remember this, but in 2023, Evix has already shown a lack of seriousness. In fact, he had lied about his age. He told his team he was 16 to join a tournament, but at that time he was actually 13 to 14 years old. When proof of age was required for top 4 placements, he had nothing to provide and had to confess. At the end, the team was disqualified, losing the prize money that they had earned. Clearly disappointing for those who had trusted Evix. But if I have to decide which drama stands out as the most controversial in Brawl Stars esports, I have to talk about the situation involving Chasmat Gaming, who used to be one of the strongest organizations in the scene, especially during 2022 and 2023, with players like Novi and Jero on the roster. However, everything began to fall apart after the 2023 World Finals, marking the beginning of the organization's downfall. Following the finals, Novi publicly exposed Chasmat Gaming for failing to pay their players, directly calling out the organization as a scam and revealing the mismanagement behind the scenes. In response, the new management released a statement acknowledging the mistakes of the previous administration and promising full support for both current and former players. They emphasized that although the previous CEO has faced difficult personal situations, the organization would take responsibility moving forward. The statement concluded with a clear commitment to rebuild trust, care for all players, and also carry out a complete rebranding of the organization, demonstrating that even in the midst of a scandal, it is possible to take steps towards redemption and start restoring the credibility that has been lost.